guys? So today I got this box from Vivid Creative Aquatics. Now keep in mind they did send this to me to kind of show its capabilities and how easy it is to install. So with that said, look at all these goodies. Alright, so the drop adapter is used to kind of lower the I don't even know what you'd call it, the spout, the lock line into the water a little bit. It also makes for a snugger fit on most. So I've got two of those. I've got some lock line, some 1/2-inch lock line. And a couple random flow generators. They also sent me two of their kind of newest things. I have the older version of these, but I wanted to try out the newer ones just because of one minor aspect of the deal. So I have this attachment, which is the it's kind of like a vacuum attachment, I would say. But this one has separate little, like, almost screen. So I have a bunch of Kato in my sump, and it's always clogging up the other one. So this might actually work really well. You can also use it with a smaller pump, a CJ, and a crevice tool. So pretty gnarly, but I will show those off at a later date. Today, let's get these installed, the random flow generators. Alright, so to start off with, I'm going to be smart and actually unplug the pump so that we're not dealing with water flow. Now it's really this simple. We take the old ones off and you leave the little downspouts on there. Downspouts, outspouts, whatever you want to call them. I gotta say, VCA's packaging, top notch. Real nice bags that they're in, instructions, really fantastic. So we're going to install these drop adapters. But first, if you've ever worked with lock line, the stuff can be kind of tough. So we're going to put it all together before we stick it on there, because otherwise it's going to get really tough. So let me grab the lock line real quick. Alright, so this is 6 segments of lock line. Put on the drop adapter here. Okay, again, so if you've ever worked with lock line, you know how tough this can be, so bear with me. Well, that might help. Let's get it wet and see if that helps. Alright, I'm going to show you a trick how to do these. Give me just 1 second. Alright, so this is how I do it, because it is really hard to get lock line on anything. You'll notice that I shortened this down to 3, and I'm going to shorten the other one as well. But for now, this is 3, the other one's a little bit long, so I'm going to shorten it up. But here's 3. Here's the drop adapter. Now, I mean, if this slides or something, it's going to scratch whatever it's on. I don't care about this. So nice and firm. Using your hands to try and do this is just too hard. So what I do is I put it on there. Pops right in. It takes quite a bit of force. I don't know of any other way to do it besides that, but that works for me. If you have tips or tricks, let me know. because I'd love to hear it. So let's get this mounted. And if you have a hard time getting the RFG on there, where'd it go? Okay. You can do the same thing with that. But this fits a little better. There we go. Let's get it on there. Okay. So now that that's on there, we put the random flow generator on there. Now this design has been copied many times. I have it on my other tank, but this one, lots of people try and copy this and print something similar, but it just doesn't work out the same. There's nothing quite like these. So I will say, buy the original, and don't try and find a copy that's cheaper, because it's not going to perform as well. So that said, pops right on there. So now you've got your drop adapter, lock line, and random flow generator. So literally, this is how easy this is. I'm gonna kind of position it a little bit here. Might be a few too many pieces of lock line on here, but that's okay. I'd rather have more option than less. So that said, slides right on there, and we're in. Very nice snug fit, not going anywhere. And now we're gonna do the second one. I'll be back. Alright, so they're both on there, and we are gonna fire up this pump. Again, make sure they're pointed down at the very least, otherwise you're gonna be getting showered, which I've done. So the whole premise behind these things is that on the other ones, let's see, like this dude, it just sprays out, never changes. Nothing's ever gonna change on the flow from these. What happens with these random flow generators is that it changes. I mean, it's literally that simple. If you put your hand in front of it, because there's no real way to show you. VCA has a great demo tank that shows exactly where it's changing, how it's moving, but it doesn't blow straight forward. Some combination of the fins on the inside and the venturis at the back of them, it shifts. I don't know. But if you put your hand in front of it, you can feel the change. Like it's blowing out this side right now. Now it's going out the top. Maybe I can show you that way. So you can kind of see how it changes. It's not consistently rippling the surface. It's moving. There's a wave maker on right now, but still, regardless of that, you can still even see that it's changing. I don't know of a better way to show you how that works. VCA does, and you can find their videos online to do it, but this is kind of the only way I can show you. So this really kind of expands what you can do with your tank. With the lock line and the drop, you can now position things to be, where you want them to be. You can point it towards the back corner, you can point it towards the surface, which you could do with the other. But the most important aspect of this thing is that you are actually getting random flow instead of flow in just one direction. So that said, thank you to VCA for making such an awesome product that I have experience with and that I'm used to. And thank you for sending them to me so I could show everybody kind of how they work. Yeah, have a good one, guys.